Hey everybody, welcome to Reading the Bible to Cats. Henry is using the Bible as a pillow, which is adorable. Okay, well, I can't read from that Bible, but I'm going to reach for another Bible over here. He likes me to pet his tummy. Okay, it's Thursday, so I'm going to read this selection of readings that I received from the church that I belong to. Let me grab another Bible without knocking the camera over. Hold on a sec. Okay. And I'm going to read Isaiah 50, verses 4 through 10. Okay. And I'll read from the Archaeological Study Bible. Isaiah 50. Okay. Oops. Almost knocked the camera off. Turning pages. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, starting at verse. My glasses are. Gosh, I need a prescription. Okay, starting at verse 4. The sovereign Lord has given me an instructed tongue to know the word that sustains the weary. He wakens me morning by morning, wakens my ear to listen like one being taught. The sovereign Lord has opened my ears, and I have not been rebellious. I have not drawn back. I offered my back to those who beat me, my cheeks to those who pulled out my beard. I did not hide my face from mocking and spitting. Because the sovereign Lord helps me, I will not be disgraced. Therefore have I set my face like flint, and I know I will not be put to shame. He who vindicates me is near. Who then will bring charges against me? Let us face each other. Who is my accuser? Let him confront me. It is the sovereign Lord who helps me. Who is he that will condemn me? They will all wear out like a garment. The moths will eat them up. Who among you fears the Lord and obeys the word of his servant? Let him who walks in the dark, who has no light, trust in the name of the Lord and rely on his God. Hey, everybody. That's from Isaiah chapter 50. And guess who it's talking about? Oh no, Henry's leaving. Oh no. Okay, let me move the camera. Hold on. To another kitty here. Let me black it out if I can. Black out. Oops. Okay, I'm having a little issue here. Well, that's a weird shot, but at least you can see some toe beans. Oh man. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's inappropriate. Well, at least his tail is covering. Okay, well, anyway, so that is from Isaiah 50. And who do you think it's talking about, everybody? Doesn't it sound like someone you know in history? Someone we call the Messiah? Someone who goes by the name of Yeshua or Jesus? Okay. So, Isaiah, which was written way before way before Yeshua, Jesus, was born. Okay, so now let's turn to Luke 22. Turning the pages. Luke 22. Okay, Luke 22, verses 7 through 71. Ooh, that'll be a long one. Okay, let me find it. Verse 7. Okay. Then the day of unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. Oh, sorry. I take two. And basically, they're talking about the Passover anyway. Okay, let me take that because I messed it up. Then came the day of unleavened bread on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. Yeshua, Jesus, sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and make preparations for us to eat the Passover." "Where do you want us to prepare for it?" they asked. He replied, "As you enter the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him to the house that he enters, and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asks, where is the guest room where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large upper room, all furnished. Make preparations there." They left and found things just as Yeshua, Jesus, had told them. So they prepared the Passover. When the hour came, Yeshua and his apostles reclined at the table, and he said to them, "I have eagerly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I tell you, I will not eat it again until it finds fulfillment in the kingdom of God." After taking the cup, he gave thanks and said, "Take this and divide it among you. For I tell you, I will not drink again of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes." And he took bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, after the supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. But the hand of him who is going to betray me is with mine on the table. The Son of Man will go as it has been decreed, but woe to that man who betrays him." They began to question among themselves which of them it might be who would do this. Also, a dispute arose among them as to which of them was considered to be greatest. Jesus, Yeshua, said to them, "The kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who exercise authority over them call themselves benefactors. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. For who is greater, the one who is at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one who is at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood excuse me, everybody. I've got a tickle in my throat. It is I who's speaking, not Jesus. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, take two. From the top of verse 27. For who is greater, the one who is at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one who is at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood by me in my trials, and I confer on you a kingdom, just as my Father conferred one on me, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Move the camera. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I lost my place because I moved the camera. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I forgot where I was, everyone. Hold on one second. I lost my. Oh, I just turned the page. Okay. Verse 31. Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail, and when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. But he replied, Lord, I'm ready to go with you to prison and to death. Jesus answered, I tell you, Peter, before the rooster crows today, you will deny 3 times that you know me. Then Jesus asked them, when I sent you without purse, bag, or sandals, did you lack anything? Nothing, they answered. He said to them, but now, if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. It is written, and he was numbered with the transgressors. And I tell you that this must be fulfilled in me. Yes, what is written about me is reaching its fulfillment. The disciples said, see, Lord, here are 2 swords. That is enough, he replied. Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, pray that you will not fall into temptation. He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down and prayed, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him, and being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. Why are you sleeping? He asked them. Get up and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. While he was still speaking, a crowd came up, and the man who was called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Yeshua, Jesus, to kiss him, but Jesus asked him, Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss? When Jesus' followers saw what was going to happen, they said, Lord, should we strike with our swords? And one of them struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. But Yeshua answered, no more of this. And he touched the man's ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to the chief priests, the officers of the temple guard, and the elders who had come for him, am I leading a rebellion that you have come with swords and clubs? Every day I was with you in the temple courts, and you did not lay a hand on me. But this is your hour when darkness reigns. Then, seizing him, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest. Peter followed at a distance. But when they had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and had sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the firelight. She looked closely at him and said, this man was with him. But he denied it. Woman, I don't know him, he said. A little later, someone else saw him and said, you also are one of them. Man, I am not, Peter replied. About an hour later, another asserted, certainly this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean. Peter replied, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Just as he was speaking, the rooster crowed. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him. Before the rooster crows today,